Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Rand, and I'm the managing partner at Community Capital Advisors. This is the third of 4 videos I recorded with Reggie Knox, California Farm Link's executive director. This video, we discuss how to support small farmers, different policies that affect small farmers, and what resiliency looks like within this community. Check out the other videos with Reggie for more information on food financing, supporting regional food systems, and how to address systematic racism within the farming community. Also, visit communitycapitaladvisors.us for more great interviews with impact investment leaders. Thanks so much. Food is definitely much more in the news. It's interesting how kind of things become fashionable and not fashionable, and whether it was insurance or I'm sorry, affordable housing or health insurance or whatever, and now we're in COVID time, right? And food is certainly an interesting topic right now. Restaurants are closed for the most part in California, maybe open for takeout, but I think there's more of an emphasis on food and people kind of raising an eye. It's also interesting to think about, with this idea of equity, who's really out there, making food for us, and being thankful for that. So, yeah.
Yes. We are seeing the cracks in the industrial food system, and that's something that's been pointed out in the media a lot recently. So we're seeing the giant pork producers, killing hundreds of thousands of hogs, or giant milk producers pouring their milk into lagoons because this industrial food system that we have can't shift fast enough. There's been a dramatic shift in the way people get their food. They're no longer getting it from restaurants in most states, right? There's a lot of food service, for example, here in the Silicon Valley, all those office buildings where people are no longer going to work. Many of our farmers had accounts either with small distributors who were selling to those food service organizations or to schools that are closed. So small farmers, and our clients have been scrambling in many cases to shift their marketing, but it's doable. They are diversified. They are resilient. They can, maybe their strategy was, well, 20% went direct to restaurants, 50% went direct to wholesale and went to wholesale and direct to retail. And then they had another portion that was in a CSA, right, or online sales.
Yeah.
So the farmers that had CSA or online sales can't keep up with demand because everybody's interested in that right now. Farmers markets are varied. Some of them have stayed open. We've advocated to keep them open as essential, food access. But the way that people are handling farmers markets is different. Some farmers are now bringing boxes. So a lot of the farmers that we serve are having to rapidly pivot to shift their marketing techniques. And that means that's why we put out all of those PPP loans. We also started our own emergency 0% loans with $1 million of the impact investment that we already had in our funds. Right. Those are some of the things we're doing to help the farmers out during the crisis.
Yeah, and there's the farmers, and then there's also the farm workers too. And I'd love for you to maybe expand as to what you're seeing with farm workers. And it really became clear. I saw an interview a couple months ago on City Arts and Lectures with an interview between Alice Waters and Dolores Huerta, which, for anyone that has never seen her speak, it was just incredible. I forget, maybe in her 80s, and just was sharp as a tack, just saying, here's the policies, here's the advocacy, here's what we want to do, but really raising that issue about farm worker rights. So I just wanted to see if you could kind of touch upon farm workers as well, especially during COVID-19, what you guys are seeing.
Sure. Yeah. Well, um, what hypocrisy, right? That we do not provide a pathway to legal immigration for, some say, 80% of farm workers who are undocumented.
For
And yet,
people who are feeding us,
yes, and yet now during COVID, we say, but you are essential workers and you must go to work. Even if you're even if you're in very dangerous situation in a meat packing plant or something. Again, the cracks in the industrial food system,
yeah,
right? This is not the food system we want to see, and this is what FarmLink's been trying to promote, and our
yeah.
partner organizations, that have a vision of a different food system where regional food economies can thrive. This is what we're trying to promote. So yeah, it's been challenging for the small and mid-scale farmers as well to adjust to social distancing among workers in the field,
Mhm.
and protective equipment is critical, and masks, and we've seen the shortages, and that extends into the farm worker community. But of course, it's going to be easier for smaller scale farms to adapt. It not that it's not costly, and they're feeling the impact of it, but they're more nimble than a giant food processing industry.
Yet another reason to support local farmers.
Exactly.